Hello, how are you today, Michael?
Good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good.
My name is Mohammed, and I'm the exercise physiologist you've been referred to by your GP. So basically today we're going to discuss your data and what it reveals. We're going to take a look at, the risk factors, the effect on exercise capacity, your treatment options, and any other health professionals I can refer you to just to further help you.
Okay.
How does that sound?
Good.
Beautiful.
Sounds
okay.
good.
Now, before we start, I just need to conduct a questionnaire. It's just a risk stratification tool. It's just basically 7 questions with yes or no answers. This is just going to help determine whether there's, if you can exercise or if there's any consideration we need to take for you before you begin exercising.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So I'll just ask you the questions, just answer me with yes or no, please.
Okay.
So has your doctor ever told you that you have a heart condition or have ever suffered a stroke?
No. She's great.
Beautiful. Do you ever experience unexplained pains in your chest at rest or during physical activity?
No.
Do you ever feel faint or have spells of dizziness during physical activity that causes you to lose balance?
No, I don't.
Have you had an asthma attack requiring immediate medical attention at any time over the last 12 months?
No.
If you have diabetes, have you had trouble controlling your blood glucose in the last 3 months?
I'm not sure if I have diabetes, but
Okay.
I think that my doctor said something about blood glucose. I don't know what's
Yes,
happening, but
that's
I think
fine.
there was something.
He's
out
left a
there.
note just to check for your pre-diabetes.
Okay.
So I know where you're coming from. We'll take a
Okay.
look at that in depth in a sec.
Okay. Great.
We'll just move on to the next question. Do you have any diagnosed muscle, bone, or joint problems that you have been told could be made worse by participating in physical activity?
No.
And do you have any other medical conditions that might make it dangerous for you to participate in physical activity?
I have like kidney disease. I think
That's correct.
that would be written.
That would limit your ability to exercise, you believe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful. That's fine.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for filling that out with me.
It's okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
No worries. I'm just taking a look at the referral at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm just going to start with looking at your family history. Okay? So it says here that both your parents passed away from complications of cardiovascular disease.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's okay. Thanks for that.
No, that's all good.
Yeah.
I just wanted to bring this to your attention because are you aware that cardiovascular disease and kidney disease have similar symptoms?
No, I wasn't aware of that.
Okay, that's fine. Well, they do. Common symptoms, smoking, hypertension, so high blood pressure, dyslipidemia, and diabetes. So they're the traditional factors that are incorporated in both cardiovascular disease and
So,
kidney disease.
Like they're the factors that cause these
Yes,
problems.
yes.
Okay.
They
So they have
are
the
leading
same factors.
cause.
Yeah.
Correct.
Great.
Okay. So we need to take extra care because I understand you are a smoker and you have hypertension. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Are you aware of what your blood pressure is at the moment?
I think that the GP told me I had like 145, 95
Yep.
or something.
So you've had that previously,
Yeah.
but your latest one was actually 135/92.
Okay.
Now,
Is that high?
it is considered high for someone with chronic kidney disease,
Okay.
which is what you've been diagnosed with.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anything with 130/80 or higher is considered high.
Okay.
Okay. Now this is a little concerning because hypertension is may lead to atherosclerosis. Do you know what
I don't know what
atherosclerosis
that
is?
is.
Okay. It's basically a build-up of plaque in the artery wall, and that just narrows your blood vessels. So this causes heart problems later because your blood can't flow through the arteries as efficiently as it would. So that's what we're looking at.
So that's why people get concerned when they have high blood pressure.
Yes, that is
Okay.
why.
Yeah.
Okay.
So does sort of healthy eating come into that?
Definitely will.
Yeah.
Healthy eating will help you with your hypertension,
Okay.
healthy eating will actually help you because I'm aware that you've gained your waist circumference has increased a little bit, and you are
Yeah.
trying to lose
GP
weight.
told me.
Yeah, you're trying to lose weight
I've
as
been
well.
trying. It's hard.
It is tough.
It's not so easy. Yeah.
Yeah, it is tough. Now, how would you feel if I was to refer you to a dietitian in regards to maintaining your high blood pressure,
Mhm.
helping you to lose the weight that you've been trying to lose?
Mhm.
Do you think with a dietitian educating you about what to eat, what certain foods to have, when to have them,
Mhm.
is that something you would like to do?
I mean, sure. Like if it's, yeah, I think I'd be willing to do that
Beautiful.
as long as it's like reasonable. It's.
Oh no, they're very understanding,
Like
and that they'll
Yeah.
sort of work
yeah,
around.
we're still eating, right?
No, you will be eating. They work around you and what you like, so
Okay.
your preferences. So,
Okay. Oh, great.
it's
Great.
nothing-
That sounds good.
yeah.
Okay.
So I'll just put a referral for you just to see a dietitian regarding that.
Okay. Sure. Thanks for that.
No problem.
Yeah.
Now, what's your stress levels like as of
Ah.
lately?
I've been stressed ever since I stopped working.
Yep.
Basically.
Okay.
I mean, working was a big part of my life for a very long time, and I really loved what I was doing, and I really loved, like, my colleagues were like my brothers. We had
Yep.
sort of grown up in that together.
Is this in
And
the police force?
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Okay.
So it was really good, and I guess it's been hard adjusting to coming
Definitely.
home and having grandchildren
Running around.
running around, crying.
Yep.
I mean, I feel like I'm just too old for that right now. So
Okay.
it stresses me out. Yeah, and I haven't really been seeing anyone because everyone seems to be having their own thing.
Yep.
And I mean, I'm not sure if they're struggling like me. It's been hard, and even things like my kids, they're working. They were just like me. You just work all the time. So haven't
So
been
that's where your
feeling
stress
so
is
good.
coming from.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so your family is a little bit busy at the moment, so you're feeling a bit stressed out. Are
I
you?
feel like I don't get that relief. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
I get you.
I feel like I'm not doing something rewarding right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you aware of a support group called Back Up for Life?
I'm not. I mean, it sounds familiar, but
Okay.
I don't really know what that is.
It's
Yeah, I can't
basically
remember what that is.
it's a support group specifically for retired police officers. So it's something specifically for you, only police officers.
Ah.
It's only for you guys.
Yeah.
Basically, it just helps them to transition after work. How to interact with people, the challenges they might face, such as yourself. With family, relationship,
Yeah.
things such as anxiety, depression, stress.
Mhm.
They do help with that,
Okay.
and they also have regular lunch, coffee, meetings and gatherings where you can come, you can bring your friends. You might see your friends there actually, your colleagues.
Are
and you-
they like? Sorry. Yeah. Are they
That's right.
older people or?
No, well, they're not. They're just retired. So someone like you
Okay.
would
So
love
met,
it there.
like lots of people my age.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Your age is pretty much what's the
Okay.
focus at the moment over there. So you're welcome to, if you would like to join this, support group. They run a lot of classes, a lot of social activities, just to keep you guys, going and just having something to do.
So will I be able to? I could tell my friends about it.
Definitely,
Yeah.
you definitely can.
Okay. So
I've got-
how do I do that?
I've got all the
Yeah.
details here actually.
Yeah.
I'll make the phone calls for you just to find out the closest location, and maybe you could just head down there, try it out with a few friends, and see how it goes.
Okay.
Yep, I think
That
this
sounds
will
really
help
good.
just with your
Yeah.
stress levels and to give you a hobby, something to do.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Now I just want to. I've got here that your GP has warned you about, your uncontrolled hypertension, and that this has led to your kidney disease developing into stage 4. Are you aware of what the stages are for kidney disease and where you are in that category?
I mean, not really, but it sounded pretty bad, I think, when he was telling me. So
Okay, well,
I'm aware that it's pretty bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
It has developed. Well, basically, your kidneys, their function is to just extract waste from the body and to help balance fluid.
Yeah.
Your kidneys are struggling with that at the moment, so they've moved up to stage 4. The data here says that your glomerular filtration rate has gone to 27 mils a minute. That's just basically telling us that your kidneys are not functioning to their optimal rate.
Okay.
So you're on 27 mils, and anywhere between 15 to 30 mils a minute is a bit severe for kidney function.
Okay.
So we need to try our best to get your kidneys, up and going, because they're having a difficult time at the moment filtering waste.
Yeah. So does that mean I need like a dialysis machine?
Typically, people with stage 4 kidney disease will either need a dialysis machine or even possibly a kidney transplant in the near future.
Okay.
That's not for me to decide though. I'll leave that for your GP. He will run all the adequate tests.
Okay, so my GP will deal with that.
Yes, he definitely will. I'm just bringing this to your attention just to let you know where you are according to the norms. Okay.
Thanks for explaining
No,
that.
that's fine. I hope that's. Is there any questions at this point of?
No.
Beautiful.
That sounds
Okay.
pretty.
Have you experienced any swelling at all?
Yeah, actually, I have.
Where exactly?
In my lower legs.
Yep.
And also sometimes in my face. And
Okay.
it's something new I'm experiencing now. I never used to have that before. Do you have any idea why that?
I do. I have an idea of.
Yeah.
Now, sweating is actually a sign of kidney failure. So, with what we've been talking about, your kidneys not functioning to their best.
Yeah.
So swelling is something. It's a symptom associated with that.
Yeah.
It may be due to just calcium levels. So I'll just leave a note for your GP if he could just run a blood test to check your calcium levels.
Okay.
And just for us to see are they elevated, have they been decreased. We'll just check why, where they're at.
Why it's happening.
Pretty much why that's happening.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, great.
There's also actually a few things I need to have a chat with your GP about.
Mm-hmm.
Are you experiencing anything else besides the swelling?
Sometimes I find it hard to breathe. It's like that shortness of breath feeling.
Yep.
And it comes at any time. And
so not just during exercise, even at rest?
Yeah,
okay.
I don't know, it just comes upon me, that sort of feeling, and I'm getting a lot of muscle cramps.
Okay, yep, that's
common. I don't know, just feeling I guess I feel tired, and I don't think I'm doing much to get that whole muscle cramp thing.
Okay, I get you.
Yeah.
Well, shortness of breath is linked to smoking and just not exercising as often. So that might be the reason.
Okay.
It could also mean that there may be cardiovascular failure, so any heart problems.
So the heart stuff we were talking about earlier. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but your GP will run you through that.
Okay.
I will leave a note for him just to check that. You mentioned muscle cramps as well.
Yeah.
Now that's just basic. That may possibly be electrolyte imbalances in the body. So just your potassium levels, they might be too high.
Okay.
But with the blood test that your GP will conduct for the calcium, we'll also check your potassium levels just to check what they're
Okay, sure.
Okay. You also says here you've got foamy urine?
Yeah.
Is that correct? Okay. Now this is just an indication of protein leaking. So your protein leaks from the kidneys and it goes through your urine. So that's why you're seeing it. This will require further evaluation.
And do you know what? I've also been waking up at night and going to the bathroom.
Frequently waking up at night and going to the bathroom?
Yeah, it's a nightmare.
Okay, well, is it more of an urgency sort of to go? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I wake up feeling that way.
Okay, yeah, that's common actually. This could be nocturia. It's a condition called nocturia.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, nocturia it's a symptom, due to a greater response of another condition,
Mm-hmm.
such as diabetes, hypertension, high blood pressure, those kind of conditions. So you might be experiencing the frequent urination due to these kind of conditions,
Okay.
which we've discussed already.
So it's
you may
linked
have.
to all the other stuff.
Yes, they're basically all linked to each other.
Okay. Do you think we can do anything about that whole urine thing? Like it's very it makes me very
uncomfortable,
agitated.
Yes. Well, basically, I will leave a note for your GP. I'll bring it to his attention, and I'm sure he'll be able to do something for you.
Okay.
About that, okay.
Okay.
Now, just further upon the blood test,
Yeah.
I would also recommend for your GP just to get a glucose tolerance test.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what a glucose tolerance
No.
test is? Well, basically, glucose is the body's main energy source.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just want to check, by checking your glucose tolerance, we check if you may have pre-diabetes or diabetes. So I'm just going to let your GP know
Okay.
about possibly conducting this test,
Okay.
just to help us clarify if you do have diabetes or not.
Okay.
Okay. Do you suffer from anything? Is there anything else you'd like to tell me, or
I think I have anemia.
anemia? Yes.
I think I
Okay.
have that. Yeah.
Do you know what anemia is, or have you been told?
My understanding is that it's something to do with iron and blood
Yes.
cells.
You're on the
blood
right
cells.
track. Yes, that's right. So basically, your blood
There's
doesn't
a
have
deficiency.
enough healthy red blood cells.
Okay.
Now, this may be due to a lack of vitamin B12 or vitamin C, for example. But your dietitian, I will leave a note for them just to check your anemia, and maybe they will be able to help, whether it's through supplement use or with your diet just increasing
Okay.
whatever vitamin you need. But they'll take care of that for you.
Okay.
So is there anything else you're experiencing that you're concerned about? Or do you have any questions about anything we've discussed today?
No, I think we've covered everything.
Beautiful.
Thanks so much for all of that.
No worries. Okay, so at this point, I wouldn't recommend exercise as part of your treatment plan, only because it's more important that we take care of everything else that's going on first.
Okay. Okay.
So I'll go ahead with the referrals that we've discussed, and then we can reconvene when it's safer and more beneficial for you to start exercise.
Okay.
How does that sound?
It sounds good.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Thank you very much for coming
Thanks a
today.
lot.
No
Thank
worries.
you.